delle strisce la cosa.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you for so.
As you know, it is the procedure that the Conference of the Parties, which is held once every year toward the end of the year, is held in different regional groups, and we have a very clear order for the sequence in which COPs are hosted. This year, as we know, it was the turn of the African region, and the African region had put forward South Africa, and we are therefore delighted to be here in Durban. Next year, it is the turn of the Asian group to decide on who will host COP18. In that conversation about who would host COP18, we have been extraordinarily blessed that both Qatar and Korea have offered themselves and have been actually in already a 2-year conversation. And so that puts us in a very wonderful situation of having two very able leaders in the Asian group wanting to host us. I cannot imagine of any other UN process that has two countries vying to host. So we have been very, very fortunate in that. It is, if I may say so, a sign of the trust that parties have in the UN process and of the importance of the climate negotiations. It is my pleasure to announce to you today that after many months of consultations between both countries at the very highest level, that an agreement has been reached by both countries and has been approved and adopted by the Asian group, represented today here by Professor Al-Saban. The COP18, I feel like the, what is it called, the movie prizes? Ta-da-ta-da. What is that called?
Grammys?
Yes, the Grammys, you know. COP18 will be hosted next year in Qatar. And the key ministerial consultation that precedes the COP, which is a tradition of every year, the pre-COP, will be hosted in Korea. So I must say this is a win-win agreement among both countries, but above all, it is a very important win for the climate process to have these two countries, each of which are leaders on their own right and in different ways, willing to work in a collaborative fashion to host us next year in Qatar, and for the pre-COP then in Korea.
Thank you, Secretary. In the beginning, allow me to express our deep appreciation and gratitude to the friendly government of the Republic of Korea for their kind cooperation. I also want to emphasize on the strong bilateral relation of the State of Qatar and the Republic of Korea, which has successfully led to this conclusion. Appreciation also extended to the Executive Secretary of the UNFCCC, Christina Figueres, and her wonderful team for their efforts. Likewise, we extend our gratitude and thanks to Her Excellency Patricia Espinosa, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Mexico, and Her Excellency Meet Shahabani, Minister of International Relations and Cooperation of the South Africa. The government and the people of the State of Qatar are eager to welcome you in Doha. We assure you that Qatar will spare no effort to guarantee the success of COP18 in Doha. And we always will be cooperating with all the Asian group in this matter. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Korea will closely cooperate with Qatar in the preparation to host COP18 in 2012. We try to help and assist Qatar to make COP18 a great success.
As South Africa and the COP17 presidency, would want to take this opportunity to thank the government of South Korea, in particular through Ambassador Sung Hwa, for having worked together under the guidance and cooperation of the chair of the Asian group to work with Qatar and finally resolve as to who should host the next COP. To the incoming COP presidency of Qatar, through Mr. Yusuf Khalifa Al-Sada, Director of International Conference Organization of the State of Qatar, congratulations. I'm sure by now for Minister Espinosa, for myself, and for the Executive Secretary, we all know how impossible it always seems in negotiations of the UNFCCC, but it is at that moment when it seems impossible that you always get solutions. I think this is a very good encouragement for all our negotiators around town in Durban, that whatever that seems impossible now in the negotiations can be done.
I want to especially thank the government of Korea for their generosity in being ready to flexibilize their very legitimate aspiration to host the next COP. I congratulate the government of Qatar through their ambassador here also for the incoming responsibility that they will be facing, and I do want to extend to them also all our support. I do believe, like Minister Mashabane has said, that if we work in this COP with this spirit of compromise and of clearly understanding that we have to put the common interest in front of our priorities, is a way there will be really a good way to solve all the different issues. Today, one of the decisions that this COP has to take has been solved. It's ready to be taken. So I'm sure it will only be the first of many, many more that we will need to take in this session. I want to thank Christiana also for her efforts in this particular issue. And once again, I do want to thank my dear friend and the COP17 President, Minister Maite Mashabane, for her hard work, and wish her all the best with this very positive step forward today. Thank you.